Hey there, welcome to Fumble Forward, where we explore turning life's imperfect moments into growth moments. I'm Akuya, your host. Get ready to laugh, maybe shed a tear, but most importantly, be inspired to live a life with intention. Let's dive in. I'm like, what do I even want to say? That's how I just was like, and dramatic pause. And it's because this episode is so much fun and it's all about trying new things that I did this summer. And I'm also just so pumped that I actually am on video 3, okay? Because all the podcast marketing experts out there say the video really helps take these episodes to a new level. So that is what I'm trying to do. And so much that the excitement had me stunted or like at a pause of what to say to even start this episode. And that is just what you can expect sometimes here at Fumble Forward. We're really just making the most out of learning and figuring out this thing called life. And if you have any imperfect inquiries because you are trying to figure out life and would love some additional thoughts, a second opinion sometimes, you can absolutely email the fumbleforwardpod@gmail.com and share your imperfect inquiries, and we can talk about it here on the podcast. And that way you get to feel really a part of these episodes. Now, the episode today is really exciting because it's something out of the box that I haven't quite done in a while, and I'm actually really pumped to bring you on this idea experiment of sorts that I tried this summer. Now, as a kid, I absolutely loved summer. It was the time where I could hang out with all my friends. I could wake up when I wanted to for the most part. I got to do all these sports and activities. And at the same time, I was never more bored than in the summer. Like, I can vividly remember just being on the couch being like, okay, what to do now? You know, I was over watching the TV, my friends were busy, that kind of thing. And it's funny because I have not felt bored since 2013. Summer 2013 was the last time I've ever felt bored because there's always something to do. But with that being said, I know that summertime is still amongst us, and it can also feel like a rejuvenating time. Like, what can I do to just make the most out of summertime? And you may be out of school, you may be on summer work hours at your job, and this is something fun that I just fumbled on, for a lack of better words, and I really loved it and wanted to share this with you all. Now, I want to make sure I don't get this right, so I'm looking at my notes, but this was what I called trying new things challenge. Trying new things challenge, and I started it on my Instagram, and it sounds exactly what it sounds like is of me trying new things for 5 weeks. Now, this was really inspired by like a summer bucket list when you write all the things that you want to do in one summer and see what you can mark off. And it's a way to make sure that you had like an adventurous summer and something exciting to tell your friends when you got back to school, things like that. But this is a bit of a twist to it. So it's a little bit shorter, little bit more concrete and focused in terms of what this challenge is about and what it's here to do for you. And really, it was 5 weeks, and each week I was on a mission to do something new. And so I shared these kind of like Instagram reels and photos on my Instagram, and it was really, really fun and a good challenge. And so the first week that I did this, I tried a new coffee shop in Wesley Chapel called Sorboro, something like that. I probably should figure out that name because I didn't know it when I went there as well. And I went there to meet up with a mentor, and we just caught up and had a good time. And it was so fun to just check out somewhere new, eat something different. I definitely look forward to going back. So that was week 1. Week 2, I went to, oh, I didn't go anywhere. I tried baking cookies from scratch. And that's really huge for me because I'm not a big baker. I've definitely am still new in my cooking era and really improving that skill. I would say I'm a couple years in, but baking is like, you know, we haven't tapped into it yet, but I thought, why not? And so that was really fun because it actually wasn't as intimidating as I thought it would be. And my cookies, they came out tasting really great, but the texture wasn't there. So I will definitely be circling back to that venture. And then on week 3, what did I do? Oh, I visited Anna Maria Island here in the Tampa Bay area and went on the 4th of July weekend with my husband. And that overall was just really cool to just see other parts of Tampa Bay, see how other people celebrated the 4th of July, and just being able to be in nature. Because if you've been listening to a lot of my different episodes, you know that I love to be outdoors. I love to be in nature, grounding my feet in the sand and in the ocean. So I soaked that all up. Granted, the drive was a little longer than we were anticipating. Like, we knew the drive, but it just felt longer actually doing the drive. So we were like, ah. But when we got there, we were really happy we went there. And so week 4, I tried a new restaurant in downtown Tampa by the Waterfront Marriott Hotel called Lona, which was like a Mexican restaurant for a girls' night. And it was a vibe. I was so happy that I found this restaurant actually on TikTok. And it was just so fun to just get dressed up, be cute, go out with your girls, talk about girl things. And I'm just so happy that we did that and just had that moment of connection in person, because that idea of connecting with people in person, I feel like is just so been stifled by COVID. So anytime I can meet up with my girls in real life, I'm just so grateful for it. So that was week 4. And then week 5, I tried a new boba spot in Tampa, and it's called the Fishbowl. And it's my new obsession right now. Like, boba tea is just my new obsession. And I'm like, how have I not had more of this in my life? So that was my 5-week challenge of trying new things every single week. And what was cool that I learned about this challenge that I hope you will also be able to take away yourself and also learn new things based on what you do is that when you're looking for new things to do, you'll find it. So that was what was cool. Like, my brain was looking for something new to try, and I would find those opportunities. And it just shows the power of when your brain is focused on something, what it can find. So just being so mindful of that really showed up in this challenge. And then another thing is trying new things come with hiccups. Like I said, the texture of my cookies, the drive to Anna Maria Island, there was definitely different things that came with these challenges. And sometimes it was just the challenge of figuring out how to put my video together to share it on Instagram. That was even a process sometimes. You never know. So just like being mindful of that, like trying new things means having hiccups. And that's just a part of the game. And then lastly, you'll always have something interesting to share with others, and it's great for conversation starters. And so that's one of the things that I think is so cool about this trying new things challenge is for at least 5 weeks, and depending on how big the things are that you try, you can have something to talk about with people that are new that you meet, that are your friends and family, and just spicing up conversation, which is so nice, because sometimes you can just be lost at words or feel like life is just lifing and you don't really have much to say. This will definitely help with that, okay? So that's the exercise. Do the trying new things challenge. And I love this for summertime because I feel like we're already like hype and ready for summer and there's just like an energy. But really, this can be done like any season of life when you need to spice things up or you need to like get comfortable with trying new things and getting out of your comfort zone, you just pick up this trying new things challenge and this will definitely spark that for you. And so I love that I came up with this challenge. I think it was probably a combination of things that inspired me to do it. And I think it was fun and challenging in all the right ways. And I can definitely see myself incorporating this regularly in my life. Maybe even annually. I do it just like as a summertime thing. Who knows? But it's a great way to fresh things up. All right. So let's dive into it. What am I looking forward to? I am looking forward to my mom and dad coming to visit. It's always so nice to have them, even though it takes some getting adjusted to making sure they're good, have everything they need, and just being able to spend time with them because time is so precious and it wasn't always so easy to just be with loved ones only just 4 years ago with COVID and everything. So I'm always just really grateful when I get to spend time with them. And so that's what I'm looking forward to. And some of my favorites. So I love DeLuna. It's an Asian-owned sustainable jewelry brand, and I'm actually wearing their earrings now. And this is my go-to. Like, I don't think there's more than 2 days that pass by and I don't wear these golden hoops because they're just so timeless. They're so sturdy and they work for so many different occasions. And I'm just at the point where decision fatigue can be a thing, and just being able to go to these bad boys and know they're gonna work is just awesome. So I will absolutely link them so you can check them out, because who doesn't love a good set of gold hoops? Okay, staple stuff. And also, if you have a friend who is feeling kind of stuck, feeling like life is so, this is definitely a great episode to send over to them and get them to learn about the Trying New Things Challenge. Hello, this is a great refresh, spice things up kind of thing they may be needing. And so you can be the friend that comes through for them, okay? So make sure to subscribe. We are rolling and shaking over here. And this episode was so much fun to share with you all because I was like, oh, this is a fun thing. This is not a like all my mess ups kind of episode, which I feel like that's most of the episodes. This was something fun, cool, a challenge to spice it up, but all helping us to get towards living a more intentional lifestyle. And so, like always, I appreciate you all listening to this episode, and until next time. Look at you. You stayed with me to the end. You're the best. Good thing is, it doesn't have to stop here. Dive into another episode and continue the ride.